Why has the committee decided to carry out an inquiry into innovation in EU agriculture?
Well, in March this year, we published a report on adapting EU agriculture and forestry to climate change. I must say, from the evidence we received, we are in no doubt that actually climate change is one of the great challenges facing 21st century Europe and, in fact, the world. As an example, the world population is going to increase from 6 to 9 billion, and clearly how we feed people is going to be a great pressing issue against balancing that against environmental needs. So I think looking across the whole of that, we decided it was a critical issue for us to do. And I think also if you look at the fact, we've had a lot of innovation in agriculture. I mean, if you look at the Green Revolution, we managed to triple the output of wheat, for instance, in a relatively short period of time. So agriculture has innovated. We just want to look forward now.
And what areas do you expect to cover in the inquiry?
Well, I think the whole issue of it, how do you define innovation, is a good question. I think we have to look at new technologies, biotech, the use of computers. You can see it even now, IT on the combine harvesters is going around Britain this moment, just employing that sort of technology. But also we have to look at really how these technologies are used by farmers and other land users and how we respond to consumer needs. I mean, critically, things like how do we package, how do we describe things, how do we meet those needs. So it's a whole range of things, but the great driver to any gain in productivity is innovation.
And who do you want to hear from for the purposes of the inquiry, and when do they need to send you their comments?
Okay, well, clearly we want to hear from farmers and land users. I mean, they are the big people, the big players in this. But also, we want to really go all the way down the supply chain. We want to understand what food manufacturers think about this. We want to understand what the supermarkets think. And clearly, there are a large number of groups out there who are interested in these things. We want to hear from them particularly. And, of course, from environmental groups. We want to know what they think about the balance between the need to produce more food and protecting our environment. So very, very important. And we'd like to get this evidence really by the end of September. And that fits with our timetable of publishing the report before the parliamentary recess in the summer of 2011.